Okay, welcome to Royal's Capital. A trade price action, market structure, real setups, and daily recap on gold. So let's get straight to the charts. So there's actually what I want to discuss about yesterday's recap and an important lesson to be learned in the market. So if I could remember clearly, price was around this level here, when we made, the analysis and we wanted to enter at this 4 hour level support right here. If you guys remember clearly, and I said I will make a quick video after an hour or two, but I wasn't able to because of some personal reasons. So there's one thing I want to, make clear. So looking at the charts right here, let's go forward to next candle. Look at what the next candle did here on the 1 hour. The next candle will actually have some kind of, you know, a rejection and, a kind of a slight indication that price is going to continue to the upward movement. But before you actually jump into that perspective, what we normally used to do is you go one time frame lower and you make sure that there's a break of open close level. What do I mean by open close level? Can you see these two candles here? I'm just giving it as an example. Can you see these two candles here? This level in between them is called an open close level, and whenever you see a candle close above it, there's a high chance of it continuing in that direction back. So if I'm to go one time frame lower, which is the 15 minutes, let me indicate this level so that I can easily, you know, identify it on the 15 minutes time frame. Sorry about that. So let me go one time frame lower, and here is the level. Here is the level. This is this is where we are talking about. Can you see we went up? This is the place here. Can you see we went up? But there is no break of any open close, no any form of break in market structure. And here I won't actually say it actually respected this level here. I won't say that. So what do we do at this kind of situation? We actually wait for confirmation. We actually have to wait for confirmation. So this candle formed. I saw the candle, but it wasn't at our level also. The level we actually wanted was here. So we wait and wait for the next candle. And the next candle formed. What do we see? The next candle came and closed below the level. Now that is a no-no. It's supposed to respect the level, maybe poke into it and then close above it. If it close below it, that is a red flag. That is a red flag and a slight indication that this is not going to hold, or it's not highly probable. Because like I told you, I only trade um I only trade high probability. So meaning if I get a setup, I have to wait for confirmation before I get into the market. So seeing this is a no-no. We need to still wait. Now let's go to the next candle. Look at what the next candle did. Now this is highly important because I actually learned this the hard way. I lost a lot of money before I actually kind of figure what's happened here out. Look at what happened. Immediately we closed here, market opened at the same level, went up before falling down. So most mistake new traders or newbie do is at the time market is going up, they're going to feel all bullish. Oh, this is going up, it's going in my direction. It just hits our entry and then it's going back up. But the thing is, you can't really say how a candle will be. You can never predict how a candle is going to be until when that candle has fully formed. I don't know whether you're getting me. You can't fully tell or say that yes, this thing is moving in my direction until when at least the first candle that started the move has finished forming. So even though I say we should wait for confirmation, if other people are following this trade, they would have entered around here when they see the candle was moving up. But remember this is a very important lesson. If you are waiting for a price to come to your level and price eventually did came, touches your level, even though you see it rejecting, you have to really wait. That's on the time frame where you got the setup. You have to really wait for the candle to finish forming, because if it has not finished forming, then you don't know for sure whether it's going to respect it or not. It might touch it and be like it's going up, but eventually still come down and break your level, maybe after when you have aggressively entered. And it might actually respect your level. While you are waiting for confirmation, it pushes up away from your level. Yeah, that's usually happen, but not always. In most cases, it's actually used to retrace down for you to get a better entry. Now that is where you now enter directly with a limit order without waiting for it to come to the next zone again. I don't know whether you guys are following me. Let me show you what the market did on the 15 minutes so that you should see clearly. This is the level here. This is the level here. We went, we came back. This is our level right here. Can you see what we did? We came here and then we start going back up. We started going back up. Are you seeing? We started going back up. But the moment we came back to the same level, we rejected back down. Now all this happened within a 1 hour candle. So that's why I say the time frame where you get the setup from should be where you wait for the confirmation. Do not go to other time frame lower to avoid things like this. On 15 minutes here, you see there's a break of open close, there's a break of open close here. Yeah, this bullish, and when the next candle, the trace you want, and then you get taken out immediately. Are you guys following me? I wanted to do this video yesterday, but actually I couldn't. So I just want to make this clear before we continue. So this move actually created a new narrative in the market. And now let's go back to the daily. And can you see? Can you see what I was talking about? Actually, clearly from what I'm saying today, we actually can't do anything again. We actually cannot do anything. This is the sell we're actually looking for. This is the sell we're actually looking for, but it has already moved. Just today, London has made most of the move. London has made most of the move. We hope to see. I don't feel like there's going to be a retracement, even if maybe just a mild consolidation is what we are going to see. So, firstly, let me just mark out this this support here on daily. Can you see this is the level we indicated and we predicted and we say this is our overall movement since from starting of the week. This is the level we say this is our overall, you know, price objective because we have liquidity resting below it. Clearly this liquidity here has not fully been taken out. I would reasonably want to see it come down to this level. I would reasonably want to see there. And this is actually post New York Open. So the thing is, I would have made a video about this during the London session, but I think London session is around actually maybe 5 a.m., 6 a.m. my time here. So and I don't actually wake up very early. I'm still working on that. Would have taken would have taken this a trade here, a sell here. But let me show you guys what transpired after what I saw yesterday. After this rejection here, let me show you what happened. What we would have done before we continue. So now this rejection, I'm not seeing the level here. Let's go down to the 4 hour. Let's go down to the 4 hour. Now, can you see the red rejection came from this open close here? Can you see it? It came from this open close here. I'm going to delete this once I'm done with it. This daily is not important anymore. So it came from this open close here. We're going up and then we have an instant rejection. Let me mark out this zone that I'm currently talking about. We have an instant rejection. So what I will do next is I will go one time frame lower. Do we have a breaking structure? Most definitely, yes, we do. Can you see? Can you see all the breaks? Can you see? So now, next things first. Next, now we have our rejection. We have a breaking structure. Go down to the 4 hour time frame, and we start marking out levels where we expect price to come. And mind you, during that time, maybe this green candle just started forming. Sorry, I can't use the replay tool. I'm actually on the free version right now, so I can't use the replay tool. But I'll reasonably consider this level. That's when this candle was maybe like 2 minutes or 3 minutes away from complete from forming. That's when I'll start marking out my levels. This is the second level, and this is the third level on the 4 hour. These are the three places I'm going to be focusing on. I'm telling you what's going on my head. These are the three levels I'm going to be focusing on, expecting to see price to come back to. Are you guys following me? So I'll go down to the 1 hour to refine these levels a little bit. This is the first level. This is the first level. I can refine it to this open close. Like I said, there are going to be a lot of lines because of the way the price action is hourly. I'm gonna take this out. I refine that to this place, and this I don't know, this it's actually perfect on its own, and then this I'll refine it to this place. I see what I'm doing, guys. So now the next thing is at this point now we don't need to wait for a confirmation here. Why did I say we don't need to wait for a confirmation? We have an instant break of structure. That's number one. And then we have a retracement coming back on, and we know we have a liquidity below here. So what are we going to do? If I were at the market when this move transpired, I would have I would have just placed my limit entry here. Stop loss right above this other level here, right above it, and my take profits should be right here. It's not much, it's just like 1 to 3, which is just going to take like a day to complete. Now that is what I would have done. So that's that for that. So now let's move to what we are seeing today. Let's move to what we are seeing today. Let's move to what we are seeing today. Can we get a trade today or not? It actually depends on the way the markets or what we see in the New York session. So like I said before, the only level we have closest it's this level, and I love the level because look at how price respected here, respected the level here, respected it here, respected here before we break. So there's a very high chance after breaking this kind of levels, price actually come back, respect it perfectly on this kind of levels before, you know, continuing back in its desired move. We also have this level here. We should also take cognizance of that this level and this level. Let's take note of this tree first. So let's refine our level. I'm refining this to this. Mm, I think these two are pretty much the same thing, so I'll just take this one out. They are pretty much close, and it actually doesn't align with any, and this level can actually be refined to this open close here. Okay, put this on the 4 hour. So now, what are we reasonably expecting? Now, one thing, so let me explain one thing for you. Price has already reached this level, and where is the liquidity we are talking about? Look at it here. We haven't really poked down below it. I think we might even take this one too. We haven't really poked below it. So if price were to retrace, like I said before, anything 6 7 actually used to have a mild retracement or a consolidation that's post New York or New York open. You get a little retracement before it start moving back down into its direction. So this is what we will do. We can't enter at this level. That's already expanded. Now what we are going to do is we need to wait for a retracement. Now the retracement should be to this level or to this level. It should be to this level or to this level. And we're not going to place a limit entry. Not yet. We actually are going to wait for confirmation before we enter. So we are observing these two levels here. Now, what are the chances of price coming back up there? Is actually 50-50. I'm not 100% sure because in this kind of moves where price is already has a significant point of interest, it's actually used to blast through it. Even if it will retrace, maybe it will come back down to this open close weak and then blast through it. That's how it does. But like I said, we wait. It has to come back up before we do anything. Or We'll observe these two levels. This level will be broken for sure. We'll check this level, or we'll go to the daily and mark some levels below where we expect to see price to reverse. But I don't want us to counter trend again. I think throughout we have not been profitable throughout this week. We have not been, and most probably because I'm not very active. Probably because I'm not very active, and also, you know, we are trying to counter trend. We were trying to counter trend. So let's stick to the trend now. Had it been we are focused on selling, we would have catch this move. It's not a very huge price swing, but it's actually worth it. So in essence, what I'm saying is these are the two levels we should focus on. This one here and this one here. Wait for price to retrace into those levels. And mind you, this is a fair value gap. It's a fair value gap. So wait for it to come into this level. See the reaction. Can you see we are on the 4 hour? So as it's coming back, we'll have to wait. Whatever candle, whether the next candle is the candle that's come up here, we have to wait for that candle to finish forming. It doesn't matter whether it retraces, it's come back here and then rejects. Then you say, oh, I'm going to miss all this move. Yeah, that's one thing with confirmation entry. If you are bullish enough, if you are still aggressive, you can enter here, your stop loss above here or at above here. But that's not a reasonable risk reward and risk reward ratio. Or you could enter here and stop loss here. Then maybe targets this way. You can have maybe almost roughly 1 to 3. But we need to wait for a confirmation before we enter. You guys follow me? So that's that for that. That's that for that. So if this breakdown help your trading, give it a like, subscribe, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you get notified for any time I release a new update on good. So before we meet next time, I wish you good day and good trading.